G'day guys, and welcome to the first watch along of this season. Bulldogs v Melbourne. Bounce is in 5 minutes. Big clash, probably not so much for Melbourne, but definitely for the Bulldogs. Need to win to make finals. If we don't win, for finals isn't going to happen. So we're playing the reigning premiers, who are currently second or third. Geelong's just won, so Geelong are sitting on top. And so they're just singing the song. There is 4 minutes to the bounce. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please like the stream. As I said, first watch along of this year. Hopefully everything's working well. Bit of a different setup. Going for a $2 shop UCAT setup sort of thing. Grand final rematch. Both the teams aren't as good as what they were last year, but so huge matchup. Cody Waitman rocking the long sleeves. Same with Bruce. Sure was. I actually didn't watch the whole game because I was setting this up and my internet was being a bit funny, but so it says on the side, key matchup, Norton v May. Whether those two go to each other, now that Bruce is playing, I'm not sure, but Norton's easily our best forward and May's their best defender, so it's going to make the most sense. And then the last time they met, they absolutely obliterated us. Not as much as the time before that, actually, but we're struggling for a bit of form. Melbourne seems to be just a bad game for them, is either a 2-point loss or just a bit of a hard win. Grand final rematch 2.0, yep. Hopefully we can get up in this one. I believe the last time we played them at Marvel Stadium, we got up, which we want to try and recapture that form. And look, probably not being on top this year, I actually probably rather, because we can't drop the ball and too much at this point of the season, where last year it felt like we had too much of a buffer. Although if we were there, I wouldn't be complaining, because a buffer's always good because you can drop the ball, but currently, we cannot. We need to try and win this. We then play Geelong or Geelong at home, one of the two. So we need to win that. We then play Freo. So we're playing the top 3 teams in the space of 3 weeks. So we need to get form and we need to get it quick. Although we are in a bit of form, we've just come off smashing the Saints. So, so really need to win this game. If we don't, well, we can just goodbye. So, so looks like we may be having a slight bit of problem with buffering. Maybe, but I don't love watching myself back, so I'll just pause it. Yeah, ooh, yep. So anyway, we have to get into it. KO decides to freeze on me. The stream might have frozen too. Not what we want. Though I know plenty of people have been having problems with KO currently. Oh no, we're back. Oop, we're underway. We are underway. And Melbourne heading forward. Richards tries to pull it in. Trelaw gets to the Bont, smacks it to Libba, to Trelaw. Forwards over Norton's head to Brayshaw, who kicked it out of bounds in the full or a mark, one of the two. No, it's neither. It is neither. So Brayshaw going to Libba, or Libba going to Brayshaw. And so, yeah, Freo absolutely smashed the Tigers last night. Look, I don't think it went either way. To be honest, I reckon Freo were nearly lucky to get the draw. Was looking like we're going to lose. And we're back to last year problems. We're buffering again. This happened last time. So, give me a minute. I'm just going to try and make sure my computer wants to work. Which, this thing load. Okay, now it comes again to English, tap down, taps it straight to Melbourne. Kick forward, Oliver straight through his legs to Pickett. Pickett coming, and it's behind. Melbourne get the first score of the game. Pickett coming off 5, or in fact 6 in the NT. To actually Bailey Williams. Melsham making a dive for it. In fact, it wasn't. Gone. Out on the wing. Going backwards to go forwards. Straight across goal. Chat. Thoughts on the draw last night? Do you reckon they should have overtime or not? In a game like last night, no, but I agree with the finals overtime because otherwise it doesn't work. Once again, is it just me or is anyone else having problems with KO today? I noticed in other people's streams have been talking about it being no good. But yeah, I am having some serious problems. So we're not sure what's going on currently because KO won't load. So in the meantime, everyone put their tips in the chat. Why not? So while we wait for KO to load, yep, tips in chat. I'm just trying to clear stuff off my computer because I feel like that may be the reason it's not working. Right. Hopefully, OBS likes me now, and we're going good, because one of two things open currently, so if only overtime and finals, I think, not in the home and away season. Yeah, definitely. Right, so if this thing actually, it does want to work, just won't work. Right, so I had KO pause, so that's probably not going to help me at all. Yeah, I don't think it's needed in the home and away season. We don't have enough draws for a rule change, I don't think. Okay, it's back working. And the scores haven't changed, so that's lucky. In the other game, Brisbane Lions v Gold Coast, 21-19. So we've got a boundary throw in down the Bulldogs end. Gets kicked forward. And the Bont takes a great mark and will take a shot from the boundary. Left footer's preferred side for a snap, so should kick this one. Should kick it. And does kick it. Bulldogs kick the first. And hit the front. 6-1 with 16 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dimmer thinks it should be next score wins. Yeah, Dimmer also thinks that Marvel Stadium shouldn't exist. So, but yeah, it does make a bit of sense. Look, if we had heaps of draws and it was impacting on the season too much, I think, yep, sure, but we only have a couple of seasons, so I think currently hasn't ruined anyone's finals campaigns yet. And look, if you can't get a result in 2 hours, unless it really badly means something like a final or a grand final, I think both teams just go home with 2 points. As English now kicks it out, that's a big kick down there. Garcia gets it out to Bruce. Bruce sort of ruck taps it nearly. Out to Garcia again. That's nearly high, but not called. Back to Smith. Smith kicks in long. Who's there? No one. And it goes out of bounds. So another boundary throw in down the Bulldogs' forward half. Norton taking the rucking against Max Gawn. We all knew how that one was going to end. Libba caught up. Came out the tackle, says the umpire. G'day, Sports Nut. Up to Oliver. Oliver gets it out. Salem, that's in the back every day of the week. Around O'Neill. And straight out of bounds on the full. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty empty. Don't know. Yeah. Look, it's only an extra 5 minutes on a tram or a train. So, like, it's really good when it's wet, Marvel, because they can shut the roof. So, you're not getting wet. So, look, with some of, like, winters and stuff, when it's really, really wet, it's probably nearly the best ground I've seen here. How many are in tonight? I'll actually have a look in a second. Smith, who's there? Bruce. Bruce doesn't get there. Oh, Jamara, he kicks it. What a goal. And the Bulldogs have kicked 2 in the first quarter, in fact. Second in 2 minutes. And Jamara Ugle-Hagen has kicked one. Good start here from the Bulldogs. Very good start. Yeah, back to the how many? Maybe there's a couple of Victorian Freo fans, so there may have been more Freo actually, which would have been interesting. Yeah, so that bomb in from Smith goes straight over everyone, drop mark, and then he kicks it. Jamara, huge. What a goal. Striker out of the middle. Time forward. Buku playing backline this week. Around. The Weed tries to get around couple round one. And gone. Takes a mark. And who's that? One of the Melbourne players going down into the rooms. Give a word on that. Gone. Going back. Kenny kicked Melbourne's first of the game. Really need to get on top of it now, Melbourne. Gone. And he kicks it. In fact, no, he doesn't. That looked exactly like a goal. But anyway, right, Melbourne yet score a goal. Although here it might come. Fritz de Harms, de Cozzy. Pickett lining up slightly outside his range potentially. You never know. Kick 6 last. Didn't the Dogs release a retro jumper? Yeah, and looks really good. Although we only stopped wearing it about 10 years ago. In fact, yeah, it was 10 years ago, 2012. We bought back the jumper that we're wearing now. Jared, looks good. Slightly like the fight back jumper we wore, with the line like white on either side of the red, which looks good. I just like that jumper in general, just the white and the red, and then so the dog on top, and it looks pretty good. It's yeah. I tell you, like the jumper's good, but the training jackets they've brought out are probably the best looking things because they've got the old sponsor on them, and yeah, well, looks like a lot of the players actually rocked up in them today. So actually, Sportsnut makes a very good call. The last time they met, when are they wearing it? We're playing against the Dockers round 21, which I'm going to try and stream that game. So they'll be wearing theirs, we'll be wearing ours, which would actually look really really good. I believe it's at Marvel. So yeah, their 3D arrow design, our Robo Dog design. So no, it's nearly be the first fully fledged both teams wearing retro jumpers game since 2008, 2007 maybe. Yeah, so definitely the first time I'll be there to see it. Well, not there, but be there to see it. And Freddie kicks one. The D's have got their first. With 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dogs, 2 goals, 12. Melbourne, 1-2-8. Yeah, so back to Sportsnut's comment. Yeah, last time they met, yeah, Luke Beveridge took, raged at Tom Morris. Well, one of those people won't be in the press conference. And, so, yeah. Although, sort of, yeah, so I believe it will be retro round. I think round 21's retro round. I believe. Because, yeah, so Freo are wearing theirs, we're wearing ours, so I wouldn't imagine that both of us would wear it without retro round. you wouldn't think, and I'm not sure what happened there, but a dribble kick straight out of bounds. I believe surely it's retro round. Don't know, so someone might be able to check that. Round 21, is it retro round? Talking about Bevo, he's off the bench today. He's on the bench, in fact, but he's coaching off the bench. Yeah, I think Fox Footy did that last year where it's like Fox Footy's retro round, where they had those people on. But really, if Freo's wearing theirs, we're wearing ours. Not sure who else will wear theirs. But yeah, like it makes sense. And Dogs kick another. Norton this time getting in on the party. Dogs 3-9-18 to Melbourne 1-2-8. Dogs, well, we've got a good start on the board, although we know how good of a team Melbourne is. I'm not sure. I did see that Warwick Kappa, I think it was going to be on Fox for something this week for retro round. But look, like as I said, if we're wearing ours and they're wearing theirs, and I'm not sure who else had a retro jumper, but it seems like round 21's the official. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it is. It's 27-19 the Q Clash. Yeah, every team should wear a retro jumper. How cool would that be? Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm not sure what Collingwood would wear though. They've seemed to have black on white or white on black for as long as they've had it. And the other thing is, well, but then every other team, minus every other team nearly, I reckon's had another jumper, but Collingwood's had that jumper for 126 years. So yeah, where like every other team's had either like a weird preseason, like a different preseason jumper or something, but yeah, they've just kept with the black and white. An older design of their home jumper, probably. Yeah. Like, even if maybe they just added a collar and some different cuffs. Like, yeah, so Freo's Gold Coast would. GWF's, I reckon, would go. I'm not sure whether you have seen it, but it's like, it's Team GWS was when they were in the TAC Cup. And it's like a blue jumper and like a football field with goals on it. Just says Team GWS. So I reckon I'd nearly wear that one because that's about as retro as you can get with the Giants. I don't know, maybe Gold Coast, maybe just with the, I don't know, they had their like wave thing too, like, I don't know, but yeah, they're very simple. To be honest, I reckon Gold Coast are nearly due for a new jumper, but yeah, like Melbourne's got their like demon jumper. Um, Crows have got like all sorts of jumpers. Power's got a couple of jumpers. West Coast, they could wear the ochre or one of the others. West Coast old designers actually. I reckon they're the best in the league, nearly. Freo, Brizzy. Where do you reckon Clarko will coach next year? I'm not sure. Don't know whether he'll go back into full coaching or like director of coaches, maybe. Look, I think he'll go back into a club somewhere. Even if it's not next year, maybe it's the year after. even if it's the Tassie team. Like, yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Like, I think it'd be a massive accomplishment if you were a coach that got the Tassie team off the ground. Like, look, it might take a couple of years, and he might be a little bit old by that time. But look, Kevin Sheedy started GWS, and he was older. He's also Kevin Sheedy though. Like, don't know of many coaches that would stick around that long. Yeah, but that will be interesting with the Tassie team who actually trades there, because starting, like, they're obviously going to get their priority picks and whatnot, but if it's anything like the Gold Coast, yeah, it's not going to go well. So yeah, you need nearly need a Clarko or like a strong coach, a couple of decent players, and then yeah, the rest all draft picks. Anyway, back to the game. 15-18. It's closened up here. Melbourne's kicked one and a point since we started as Smith goes down the boundary towards Waitman. Waitman in the long sleeves. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing him wear the because surely he rocks the long sleeve version of the retro jumper. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that. Now, over everyone's head, Bruce has ditched the long sleeve, and Garcia kicks one. Bulldogs 4-24, kicking straight as ever, and are leading by 9 points. Are they building a new ground in Tassie for that team? I think they might be. I think I saw, they're building like one with a roof over it. Look, but stadium with roofs is probably, like, not just for an AFL team, like that'll get them a couple of sports down there, like soccer. I know they hold concerts, and will be bad for us when Tassie get a team because we won't get to play there. Yeah, I think the Dogs. I guess it's probably not the Gold Coast, but we were playing in Cairns when Gold Coast came in. It's still Queensland. Don't know, mate. If they're based out of like Hobart, you guys are based out of somewhere else, that's your second home. But Viney holding his head. Blood rule potentially. Melksham, I think. More cricket in Tassie. Yeah, potentially. Like, yeah, even for like the Hurricanes, you get a bit of a bigger stadium. Yep, kicked it. 3 points in it now. These have caught the Dogs napping slightly. Yeah. Look, I think they'd keep on playing test matches and that. I think they had it at Blundstone this year. Because, yeah, there seems to be a thing they don't love to play test matches under roofs. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, for all other stuff, like, I know Marvel hosts concerts and wrestling, boxing, basketball, soccer, footy. Yeah, like anything. Plus, they've got their basketball team down there, the Jack Jumpers. They've got the Hurricanes. They'll have whatever this is. Personally, don't think it'll be the Devils, but you never know. Has there ever been a test match at Marvel? I don't think so. I guess with the G just down the road, I think you'll probably go to the G. I know they've played like a couple of T20s there because I know Michael Hussey hit the roof one day. I guess that's probably one of the things is the roof. Like now at Marvel, if you hit the roof, it's 6. Before then, it was a dead ball. So yeah, you've got all these different things to it never will be either. Nah. Not maybe when they're rebuilding the G. But even then, like I don't know how many seats. I would like to see that just one game to see how it looks. Yeah. Look, I don't think it'd look too different. Although I think the wicket table's not the best. Someone said it's not because it's under the roof heaps. They can't grow a pitch that's going to survive 5 days. To be honest, Metrocon's the same. Like they were playing the women's test up. Not the women's test. May have been a BBL game. They did play the women's test up there, but yeah, the BBL after England had been up there for 2 weeks, and there was dust and all that sort of stuff because, like, you've got the best curators at the G, the Gabba, all the top ones. So these curators, Cozzy kicked on, and Melbourne take the lead by 3 points. For the second time in this game, in fact. I don't know. It'd look probably maybe worth it. I'm not sure how many seats the Shane Warne stand's got in it. Because when they demolished that, either next year or the year after, matters how many, depends how many seats they lose. Because if Marvel's the biggest stadium, that's push, and that should be a free kick, I reckon, to Waitman, but anyway. Yeah, so 3.5 minutes left in this quarter. And D's have taken the lead. Long bomb into the D's forward half. Thoughts on the new high tackle rule? I haven't seen it actually. I will find it at quarter time though. I heard there was a couple of rules changed. I think the hands in the back rule was changed. I'll leave it to the experts. Yeah, well, Wiedemann lining up for one. Look, I'm not. Yeah. Is that because of Ginnivan, in fact? Is that because of how he uses it? Like how he's talking on goes all right about he ducks. Like he sort of learnt to use it. Which really, it's if you can find a bit of a gap in the rules there, use it. So Weed kicks one, and there's a 9-point lead to the D's. Tell you who we're really missing this year, and that's Easton Wood and Lewis Young. So I think this trade period and this draft, we definitely need to be looking for tall forwards. Tall backmen, in fact. We've got too many tall forwards. Which is the thing, why are we going for Rory Lobb if we've already got enough forwards? Is West. West gets it out to Dunkley. Dunkley kicks it out in the full. Happy about the Renegades. They get first pick in the draft. I did see that. And it's good because I was really worried after being bottom of the ladder for 2 years in a row. In fact, 3 years in a row. That we weren't going to get any sort of any sort of payment for finishing last. Thoughts on the BBL draft? Right, so I think it's pretty good. I think it was probably needed in terms of we need a bit of excitement and a bit of leading. Because it seems like the last couple of years it's come around to the summer. It's BBL's on. Where now it's it's a bit more of a lead in. And as we've seen, like the best players are wanting to come out here. So yeah, give them a way to get into the teams through a draft. Like I think Freedy's coming out as Azam. A couple of South Africans, DJ Bravo. As long as the strikers retain Rashid, it's a good idea. Yeah. And as long as not the Bulldogs, as long as the Renegades get rid of Muhammad Nabi, it's a good idea. But if we use our one retainment to keep him, look, that's been the thing the last couple of years with the Renegades. I reckon we haven't really gone for new, like, we've kept Nabi, which it was good in the start, but people have started to learn how to, like, the players have started to learn how to read his spin. So, yeah, we nearly needed to last year, or the year before, probably last year, just look for another overseas player, like, I don't know, a Pollard or a Bravo or Coley. You're not big on Nami. No, I'm not. I just think that he's been there too long and hasn't done enough to stay there. When you only get 3 a year, and we're using one on a guy that bowls a few overs and gets hit for big runs a lot, and there's plenty of other really good internationals around. Like, it's not like we've got a shortage on internationals. I just don't get why we keep him every year. But hopefully, I think a lot of people share that view too. Like, looking at the Instagram comments on the Renegades posts of the, like, with the BBL draft thing, everyone's like, get rid of Nabi, because, as I say, he's been there for long enough and hasn't done enough. As Wiedemann, he kicks a goal right on the siren. And they lead by 15 into the first break. It's 4 goals, 24 Bulldogs to 39. Here we are. Oh no. Good first term, yeah. Really, really good from the start. from the Bulldogs. But yeah, we just let him get back in that last bit. Yeah, just let him get back too much. So, yeah. I forgot to ask. Did I ask? I forget at the start. Who's everyone's tips? Tips for the game. Let's see. Melbourne, they're going good currently. I have to put the So I think so earlier I forgot that I had the auto start thing on, so streamed for a bit. Probably need to go and make that one private because it was just me sitting here fixing stuff on OBS, not going live to the world. These are tips. Oh, yeah. I forgot to do my tips. Yeah, right, I'll do that now. Look, so I would have, I've tipped the D's because it's every away team. I've done that twice in the last bit. Surely this thing knows. Let that load. I'm from 4 for tips. Very nice. Very nice. 4 from 4. So, of course, because last night, well, yeah, you get. So, if someone tips a draw, like with the oh, won't even let me get into the thing. Anyway, yeah. So if someone tips the draw, yeah, what happens? Do they get double points? Especially with the Friday night games, because you yeah, you can. Yeah, you can obviously pick the margin. Yeah, I thought you could on Friday nights with the you can tip the margin. I thought you could, but yes, no, we're all using ESPN footy tipping. I believe that's who everyone uses because I've been getting the old subway questions. My rule on tipping Port every year may stop next year. We will see. Well, yeah, I've just given up on mine because I've just ruined mine because yeah, I've just accidentally tipped Melbourne, which look, it happens. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what side it was on then. Where you could tip a draw, like you could tip a draw. May have been through the, might have been through the AFL app. I tip against us more. Yeah, well, look, when the Bulldogs are bad, I'll tip against them because it's let me down in tipping this year. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, the group I'm tipping in only started a couple of weeks ago, and I led for a good while. Jackson. That is high, but out and into Freda. Surely he doesn't do what he did in the grand final. Surely Freda isn't the one to take it away from us. Bailey Fritz. I'm not sure how to say it. Freda. Comes in and he kicks it. Melbourne extend their lead. They now lead by 11. 4-0-24 to 7-3-45. With 19 minutes left in the second quarter. I should check that it was green. Here we go. Here we go. Tap down. Libba. Tries to get out of the tackle. Does. Oliver kicks it forward. Who's there? Viney. And Bulldogs for a kick. What's that for? I'm not sure, but hey, we'll take it. Sedale. Plays on. Gets it out to over the top. That's May. You just need the next. Yeah, definitely. Look, if it gets to 20 points, I think we call it. But because this is what Melbourne do. The right boot sends long. Yeah, here come the Dogs. Buku kicks it. Who's there? No one. Over the top to Brayshaw. Brayshaw kicks it to Oliver, I think it is. Over the top and to Jordan. In fact, it's Freda. And there will be a throw-in. So yeah, 11 points. Then I reckon it gets to 30 and we've probably lost it. But never give up hope. Here comes Smith. Smith keeps it in. And Viney takes it out. Asking for deliberate. They don't get it. Much needed. Sure is. Over the top. Salem. Smith just boots it inward. Who's there? West. And West kicks a goal. So Oh, so it had blown out. It was 21 points. 21 points, in fact. It's now 15. I'd said it was, if it was 20, I was nearly calling it, but no. Say 40 and we call it, because, don't know, I can just feel this going away from us. A quick rate of knots. Ball up, gets it to Gorn. Gorn gets it out of there. Forward. Over everyone. Buku. To the Suns in front. They are by 2 points. 2 points they're in front by. Jamara. Long kick forward. Gets it to Gorn. Didn't want to, but does. So 15 points. And now Jackson lining up for a goal. And misses. 16 points now. Hang on with questions, put them in the chat, because it's anything like the last quarter, we'll end up just chatting about questions. Here we go. Libba to Waitman over the top of all of them. Norton to not Norton. Norton didn't get his hands on it in the end. Norton again gets his hands on it properly this time. Oh, shakes one. Libba over the top. Two. Oh. O'Neill nearly kicks one. Alan Richardson sitting up in the Melbourne box, coaching. Not sure what part of coaching he is, but he's a part. Long kick forward. Brayshaw kicks it out to, not sure who that is there. Long kick forward. And Sweet punches it out. Oh, no, Gardner, in fact. Similar builds, similar sizes. Thrown in off the boundary. Oliver didn't quite get it to his boot, ended up soccering it. Dale gets it down towards Waitman and Brayshaw, and it is out of bounds. 1 point lead now for the Gold Coast. It comes in, Dunkley. That is nearly holding the ball. And it isn't. Umpire's ball. We get a ball up right on the Toyota signage. Back behind for Law. Long kick in. The tangle of arms and legs. Gone. So I'll just take it the other way if it was gone. I'm not sure, but looked like him. Now, Dunkley. O'Neill. Dunkley again. McRae. And Dunkley for a kick, I believe. Going backwards to go forwards. Goes to Buku. Buku now kicks it out to Keith, I think. Now down the wing. Long kick. And hits English, I believe. Must be, because Savile West kicks forward and hits English. English, in fact. Not a bad kick goal is English. Not a bad kick. Not a bad kick at all. And sends it straight through the middle. Golski. One current viewer now. Suns now obviously must kick another goal. Let's stop the stream after. I might finish the stream after the first half. I'm a bit tight, but anyway. Ball up now, right near the centre circle. Gorn gets the hit out. Smith. Libba. Libba kicks it out to Waitman. Waitman drops it. And Waitman free kick. Oh, yep, definitely taking him out of the sky there. Taking him out of the air there. We go Waitman kicks a goal. Ball up. Well, oh no, I was gonna say, why are we balling it up? Just off the centre circle, but no, it's a replay. See, what is the point? But anyway, there we go. Bounces it. Florent, he picks it up, kicks it forward. Who's there? Buku is. Gets it to Fritter. Fritter kicks it. Fritter kicks a goal. Easy as you like it. Fritter's got 2. D's are leading by 9. Shades and flashes of last year's grand final in that sort of setup. Just delivered it. Didn't deliver it the best. But straight to Fritter, goal, back to the middle. It's how they swing games so quickly. To think that these boys finished 9th, not last year but the year before. How a football team can grow. And the year before that, second last. Huge growth. To the wing. Law gets pushed over. Kick inward. Who's there? Once again. Fritter. Look out. Kicks. Another one. Oh, this is literally a repeat of the grand final. That's 2 in a minute. It's a repeat. Someone's cut the live footage and put in a DVD of the replay. Except for this, the second quarter. This is an absolute repeat. Just clean possession out of the middle. Straight down to the forward line. That time it nearly got taken back out, but no, they built the wall. Got it straight to Fritter, then to whoever kicked that one, who I'm not completely sure who it was. Straight through the middle. To be honest, I reckon I'll go and do it again this year. With this sort of clean. We go again. Forwards. Who's there? Oh, yes, we've got back possession of the football. Smith. Can we outdo the Champagne Melbourne? Straight out. Brayshaw. That's probably pushing the back. Oh, no. No, it's not. Ball in. Look, we can probably match it, but we're just not currently. And they're showing it too. They're showing our need for a backman, which I commented on earlier. Over the top. Gets through everyone who's there. And there's a bit of a pile and there'll be another ball up. Marvel. Half empty. Up goes Jackson. Tapped. Law. Bont. Bont kicks forward. Who's there? Someone should be. No. Hibbert is. Hibbert out to... That might be our man Fritter again. Here they go, the D's. Forwards, who's there? And Jackson's taken a mark. Yep, they're doing it again. Jackson, he's kicked 1 point this game. He can now make that a goal with a point. Right. These are winning by 21. This is not what we want. And yeah, they're showing their class. Showing their class. Unfortunately, too good. in the air. Obviously, that's what a ball up is, but tapped out of the air, and now we'll have another ball up. And that's ball. Please umpire, please. No. Here we go. Salem kicks forward. Who's there? Fritter. Our man Fritter. Surely not again. He does. Melbourne are just piling them on. It's the grand final and repeat. It's the third quarter all over again. Fritter's kicked 3 in the space of about 5 minutes. Jackson's got 1 on the board. Number 32's got 1 as well. So I'm not completely sure who that is, but yeah, just straight in, bomb straight in. Once again, no one's taken a mark. That's happened a couple of times, and then yep, scooped up beautifully. Oliver. Here go the Dogs if they can get it cleanly out. Dunks all by himself. Gets around 1. There's Hannon, I think that was. O'Neill. And here go the D's again. Gone. Gone. Kicks long towards a bunch of Bulldogs, but Viney gets the tap out. Forwards towards Richards, who takes... Oh, no. Keith looks hurt. Hopefully he's all right. Once again, that'd be another backman gone. We would be in strife. Strife. No, he's staying out there. Smith. Just slowing down the game of the Bulldogs. Running the time off the clock. They go backwards. No demons back there. Sanho danger. Now forwards through the middle. Towards Waitman. Brayshaw. How was that paid a mark? How? Anyway, beyond me. But anyway, here we go. Bulldogs streaming forward now, thanks to an intercept mark, which was actually called a mark. Which was meant to be called a mark. And Waitman kicks 1. And the gap is now only 31 points. Leading in to half-time in 5 minutes. 5 minutes till half-time. Just need a reset at halftime. I think the Bulldogs. Reset or just try and stop Melbourne. One of the two. Either would help. Bounce in the middle. Oliver to Gawn. Oh, that is ball every day of the week. Thank you, umpire. Garcia. Oh, kicks it straight into the man on the mark. Here they go. Out to... I can't read his number. To 23, who I thought was Jordan, but then Jordan's 30. I got the wrong Jordan. Number 23. Petrarca. That's essentially in the back or not? No, that is a throw in. Throw in. Oh, Bulldogs get it out. Straight to Salem though. Dunkley kicks it straight to 34. Oh, Keith's come back from out from the rooms. Who's our injury sub all under? I'm actually not sure who our injury sub is. But anyway, here come the D's. Down the wing, down the far wing. Opposite to the broadcast side. Keep it in. The Bond. Bombs it forward. How that was kept in is beyond me. In fact, I don't think it was. Neither was that, but that isn't for sure. And tap down. Up straight through Petrarca's legs. Richards, McRae, Smith. Oh, tries to get around one, doesn't, so then decides to go the backward step. Inbound, through them all. There's Garcia, doesn't get to him, goes to Brayshaw instead, goes to Petrarca. Petrarca punches it. Mark taken. Mark the bit of handball. Now down the wing. Big kick down the wing. Who's there? Straight towards Buka, goes straight through him, gets to Fritter. Fritter sort of palms it up to Petrarca. In fact, he didn't palm it up, he threw it. Long ball forward. Gets through them all. Insufficient. Anyway, speckied him and didn't get his hand on the footy. I forget what that's called. Norton on the wing. Just waiting. Hibbard. Hibbard kicks it down the wing now on his left. Straight through everyone. Fritter gets it out to Jackson. Jackson to Petrarca. Petrarca to Harms. Harms kicks it forward out in front of... Oh, keep that in. That wasn't kept in. Trelaw, now at a fullback. Goes for a bit of a run. Gap up. Gap now 32 points. In fact, no, 22 points. Dale to McRae to Dunkley. Back to Dale. In fact, it's McRae to Jamara. And here we go. Kicked, and Jamara's kicked another. that's two for the game for him. With a minute to go till half time. Smith over everyone towards May, gets it to Hibbard. To everyone's legs and deliberate. No. All in. Throw in. And intercepts by Dale. Kicks a big bomb inside. Leave. Oh, that was nearly a goal from 50. 34 seconds left in this quarter. And 14, 13. Turnover. Can the Dogs get one last? It's going to take their best effort. And the siren's going to beat him. Yep. There we go. Half time. D's lead. And I'm going to call it. So, thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. I reckon it's going to be a D's blowout. So, yeah, so next stream will be Bulldogs v Freo in a week or two. But, yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the video very, very soon. Cheers.